Welcome, everybody. This is our very first podcast, episode 1, Down in the Holler. I'm Kevin Justice. This is my buddy Weston Schrack, and we're going to talk about memorable moments, how we met, just a little bit of everything. It's a lot of comedy. We live down in the Holler. We live down here in Kentucky, so we're new to everything, and we'll get going. Hopefully, get some laughs out of you guys and everything. So I'm gonna send it over to my buddy Wes, and he's gonna introduce himself.
All right. So, like Kevin said, my name's Weston Schrack. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. Moved down to Kentucky recently. 27 years old, in the military. And like you said, we're just going to talk about a few basic things: how we became friends, memorable moments, why we even started the podcast. So, if you want to go ahead and start out with the first question.
All right, Wes. So old times growing up, man. So we can go on for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days about this. I've known him for 21 years. So think of old times. Remember this time we was down in the actually, you know what? I'm just gonna bring up the very first time I met him. So I was probably 4 at the time. We was down in old Riverbend Park, and anybody that knows us and knows Riverbend will probably know exactly what I'm talking about, and might have been here at this moment. But we was down at Riverbend Park, and I was out there with a couple old buddies of mine, my brother, and was there too. And this dude was on he was on a mountain bike, and we all started calling him a bitch and pussy. Over and over again, and I didn't know the guy. I didn't know him at all. I mean, he just moved into town. He actually originally came from Florida. He just moved into town. I didn't know the guy at all. And so we're like, come down the hill, bitch. Just kept on saying it over and over again. So eventually we talked him into it, and then he came down. He eventually came down the hill. So then actually right after he came down the hill, we introduced ourselves and we became friends. And it's 24 years later. We're still here. And we're still friends.
Yeah, definitely went through a lot of shit in those times between fighting. I got my ass jumped. Just having to defend one of my friends named Bruce. He's a bit of a pussy. But it is what it is. I do it again. So yeah, that's pretty much how we became friends. Let's see. What would you say one of our most memorable moments would be in your opinion?
Man, I have so many. If I had to pick one, it would probably be the time that we all had the wide idea to go out in the middle of fucking snow and go down Riverbend Park and I'm sorry. Well, it was by the park, but Riverbend Creek and get in the fucking water. Ice cold, balls shivering. I think my cock stuck to the left side of my leg, to be honest with you. But that's probably one of them. Trust me, that's probably not my favorite. But if I had to remember one, that would be definitely one of them. So Wes, I'm gonna ask you, man. What is one of your favorite moments, man, that you have with me or any of your other buddies that was around at the time?
I think some of my favorite moments were when Ryan Horsley's goofy ass was around, and we all decided to reenact Jackass.
So that's actually a true fact. We actually used to jump off. My dad had a 3-foot pool in our backyard, and this is no lie. My hand to God, this is no lie. We used to jump off a roof into a 3-foot pool. Don't ask me why we did it. Young, dumb, retard. Wouldn't do it now. Fuck no. But I mean, back then. But that's a true statement.
I think another thing I remember is when John Toledo, we made that makeshift slide into there out of a fucking sled. And and then his fat ass jumped on it and it completely just smacked in half, and he just smacked the bottom of the pool and came up crying like a little bitch.
Speaking of Jonathan Toledo, I remember a time he was actually running across the ice again down in the Riverbend Creek, and it was I told him, this dude loved him to death, man, but he's a heavier guy. I said, dude, don't run across that ice. Don't you run across that ice. What do you do, man? He runs across it. He has one leg by his head and the other leg in the water. So then so we're pulling the guy out, man, and it's just it's crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, John's a good guy, and crazy moments with that man. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think of some other things. Shit. You got anything off the top of your head?
Man, no, we've been through a lot together, and the reason we started this podcast is because honestly, we have a lot of free time on our hands, and we see a lot of people doing it in the world, and we wanted to try it for ourselves. You know, if it don't go nowhere, that's cool. You know, we're still going to do it. If it does go somewhere, we support everybody that supports us. You know, we're two honest guys just trying to make it. You know, we do have regular jobs. This ain't our life. It ain't. I'm not going to say our lie to y'all. It's just something that we started, and we're going to continue to do if everything goes well. So hope you guys support us and everything. But yeah, like speaking about moments, man, I get on. Well, man, when your wife threw you out, threw all your clothes out on the, threw all your clothes out in the fucking yard, and calls me about 4 a.m. Hey, Kev. Yeah. Wife threw all my shit out, dude. I said, well, I'm on my way. And, you know, and 4 a.m, knowing I had to work at 6. 4 a.m, and actually went and got him and shit, man. That was actually crazy. That wasn't really a good moment or a funny moment at all, but it was a crazy moment.
Yeah, no, it was definitely one of the crazier moments of my life because speaking of her, I got married after I graduated boot camp for the Marines against everybody's advice, even my own mother's. I still got married and got instant karma from it because she was a cheating whore. Cheated on me probably 3-4 times. She cheated on me when I was in Oklahoma after I got her a new car, a new laptop, and also enrolled her in school to get her current certifications that she has now that she wouldn't have without me. So, you know, fuck her. And if you ever listen to this, you're a fucking cunt. But yeah, so yeah, he pretty much hit on the head on why we started the podcast. Probably try to upload at least a couple times a week until we.
Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. My dog is actually
throwing up.
Is actually over here choking, and it kind of got to me a little bit. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Les. My bad, man.
But yeah, we'll try to upload a couple times a week. If you guys have any suggestions on things you'd want us to talk about or look into, or just anything in general, we can definitely do that. And then we'll post more if this thing actually takes off a little bit. But this episode was just pretty much like as an introduction and a little bit about us. That way, you guys know who is actually, who's talking. Pretty much
right.
A little bit about us.
Pretty much put a face on it. As he was saying, if you guys have if you all want to send my Instagram is Kevin Justice 902, and Wes.
Yeah, my Instagram's Weston Schrack, so that'd be WESTON SCHRACK, and then you can just follow us on there and send us messages if you want on like what you guys would like to hear.
And it sums it down to, man, like, dude, I've probably heard everything you can hear in this world. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. You get on here and make fun of us. I know I got a ragged ass beard. I know I ain't the best looking man in the world, but trust me, Bubby, I get by. And if you can make comments if it's worth. Honestly, I'd rather you make me a bad comment than make me no comment at all. So yeah. if you guys comment anything that we can work on, anything that what you guys want to hear about us, anything that you all can think in your head that you would want to tell us or want to know from us, we have no problem answering you guys or anything like that. And I don't want to hear nothing. I'd like to hear something. So I'd greatly appreciate it.
All right. So yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up with that, and then we'll probably try to plan another episode for this weekend. So hopefully you guys tune in, enjoy this first little tiny episode, and then we'll try to make them at least 30 minutes to an hour, depending. And then we'll also bring on other of our friends. That way they can kind of explain about themselves and what moments they have with us that we just forgot.
And like if you guys actually want to come on yourselves and you get to know us more, we do have a live cam and stuff, so you guys are more welcome to do that. And you'll actually want to see a lot more faces than just us. I mean, sometimes, like he said, we're gonna bring on more people, like friends. My brother. God, so many moments with him, you blow your mind. But just sums it up like that, man. And like I said, I greatly appreciate it. And you guys have a blessed day. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.